Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Cooling, MikeCooling.com. This is a Benef. Say hello.
How you guys doing?
All right, so I want to add a concept or go over a concept a little more because it's very, very, very important. Okay, a lot of times I go in public and I've said it in other videos, but I've realized how I can explain it to where you're like, oh, it's not being cool. It has nothing to do with being cool at all. Here's the thing. It's in the Bible. Jesus talks about it. The Da Vinci Code, if you watch the movie, they absolutely talk about it, and they even draw it, and most people walk in and go, I don't get it. It's everywhere. And the thing about it, if you're looking at it from here, you won't see it. Do you remember the part of the Da Vinci Code that drew this or not?
Yeah.
All right.
I remember we're there in the movie. They're somewhere in Paris, and they go to this structure that's literally like a pyramid, like this, and then on top there was like an upside down pyramid like that.
Right, but that wasn't real. That was kind of hints and clues. But do you remember when they really go, "Oh my God, it's right there. That's it."
Yes.
What was it?
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah.
Like they figure out this is like the Holy Grail.
Yes.
And they draw it and they do like the.
This is the Holy Grail. Okay. But what were they looking at? What were they studying? It has to do with Jesus.
His bloodline.
They're eating dinner. They're at a table.
The
Last Supper. Do you remember the picture? What's the Last Supper? Do you remember what that was?
Yeah.
It was Jesus, the apostles, and Mary. I think Mary. I always get the names mixed up. Mother Mary, Sister Mary. And so what happened is she's like leaning on someone's shoulder, and then there's someone here, and it creates a V with their body, and that is the Holy Grail. So what? But you still walk away from it going, what? It's in a picture? No, that's just a symbol. It's inside you. And when you open up to it, boom, all of a sudden you can learn faster. Okay, when you're open to this, when I get you into that space, do you experience life differently at all? A little bit, something. A lot.
Life is it's a different life. Not only are you having fun, but you can learn stuff super, super fast. You can understand like metaphors and math and the sayings, like you see in TVs and movie shows.
All of a sudden, when you read the metaphor in the Bible, all of a sudden, I understand it. You don't have to have a priest or pastor go, well, what it really means, and they logically analyze it, and you realize they don't know what it means.
Yeah. It's a different level of... Alright, here's how I can tell you. We were in the car, and we're driving. I'm just like on some drug, and I was super in that space. I'm just like, dude, this is great. And he said something like, hey, you've lost your mind, huh? And I kind of looked at him, and I kind of looked away, and we both started laughing because
you lose your mind.
Yeah. Because he knew I understood what he really meant. And so we both started laughing.
And some people on here understand, some are like, what are they talking about? And there'll be the guys that, oh, I understand. That's another thing. Okay, Eric, this is for you. Okay, this is important. What I said earlier was, if you have to tell me, I understand, you don't understand. In the beginning, for the first couple of weeks of training, I kept getting pit, like, shut up. Like, why are you telling me that? Because he did not understand. When the first day when you opened up, were you realizing, like, oh my God, I didn't understand?
I didn't even understand a tenth of it. And when I did understand, I didn't tell him anything. I just sat there like,
And then I could continue on with the teachings. Because now, when you're listening from the receptive, receiving, now it's like a funnel. Now you can receive versus, doing the upside down. You're pushed energy. You can't receive anything this way. You're closed the doors. So now when you're receiving, we can fly through the course. Just boom, boom, boom. All right. So in the last video, I was talking about listening to understand. You receive. So, Eric, if I seemed irritated on the phone tonight when I was teaching you, it was because you're doing the mail back and forth. And whenever you tell me, I understand, I'm like, no, you don't. In fact, if you did understand, you would realize, oh, I don't have to tell them that.
Same thing with me. It's like whenever I'm in that space, I don't have to tell them that I got the concept, or you know what I'm saying? I don't have to make him understand that I understand.
Yes, that's the point. Making them. I gotta force him to understand the male push energy thing. You can't help it. When you're in that brain, you're processing through logic. But I'm teaching you right brain concept. If you're processing through the left brain, you don't understand. You can't You're changing. I'm saying A, but then you're changing it because you're filtering it, processing it through the opposite processor, which processes in a different way, which changes the meaning to my words, which means you literally don't understand what I'm saying. If I'm saying this and you're going, oh, I understand this, I'm like, That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this over here.
That's the thing. If it's happened with me and him quite a lot, where I try to understand what he's saying,
And then you don't because you're trying.
Not only am I not, because I actually think we're talking about that thing over there. You know what I mean? And even that thing over there, I don't understand.
And I will scream, "No, I'm not talking about that." And you're like, "What?
Yeah,
I thought you were." "No, fuck, you're not listening."
Yeah, that's happened quite a bit.
So, all right. So here's the next piece of this. So energy flows where attention goes. It simply means if I put my attention over there, my energy is going to go there, or their energy is going to go there. So when I go into a club, when I go into a coffee shop, just leave the ego out. Just basically what happens.
People look at you.
Yeah, they're like, they're locked on. Here's why. It's a very simple concept. I'm not special. I'm not tall. I'm not Michael Jordan. Okay, the Holy Grail basically, when Jesus says get behind thee, Satan, he's talking about this. This is the horn, the evil horn. It's when your eyes are narrow, small, and they're like when you're hunting at a target, you're at a pinpoint, you're aiming together, which means you're looking down a tube, not wide open. When your awareness is internal, and I will really condition this because you're still having to work on it, huh? Mm-hmm. It's not that easy. It takes a while. And what I'm doing is I will help you to go into that. And after you get it enough times, you should be able to do it on your own if you really discipline yourself to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So my point being is, all I'm doing is I have internal awareness. That's it. And that's the opposite of ego. So if you think this is an ego trip and, oh, look at me, I'm cool. I want to make you this way because what happens is now you go out in public and all of a sudden people relax around you. Would you also say that an entire room will relax once I'm in there after a couple of minutes?
I've seen that a few times, yeah.
Would you say it kind of trips you out a little bit?
In the beginning, it used to. I'm getting more used to it now, though.
I used to mess with him and watch this all calm the room down, and he'd be like, "What the fuck's going on?" They'd go, blah, 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 blah. The next thing you know, the conversation just flows with people. Do you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so all I'm doing is, instead of putting my attention out there, I'm putting it in here. Now, when they look at me, they can come into this. That is all I'm doing. That's the concept. I'll explain it in depth in the course. You can start to practice it if you can. It's not quite that easy, though.
With me, I used to think I was practicing it, but...
Are you doing this?
Yeah, it was just like, it was this thing over here.
He was doing this. Look at my eyes. They're freaky looking. It's not the freaky looking thing, dude. That's what he thought. I'm looking spiritual. Okay, whatever, man. All right, and that's what a lot of people, I'm spiritual. They'll even talk really weird. Their ego's coming out, but they think, no, I'm spiritual. Like, whatever, dude. It's not ego, I'm telling you. Here's the other thing. I'm going to use a real-life example, metaphor, something that really happened. It's about a week ago, 5 days ago, whatever. I was at the park early in the morning, jogging, and the security guard, hey, how's it going, man? I've seen him a couple times. We talked, and he was on Monster drink, not Red Bull, but it's just called Monster. It's not something Monster.
It's Monster.
Monster, whatever. And it makes you very linear. It gives you that evil look in your eyeball. He's like talking real fast, and I'm like, well, dude, like, what are you fucking on? He's like, oh, I took a Monster drink, and I said, man, you should try something called Shot Blocks. It's got less caffeine. It's made out of green tea. It's better for you. It doesn't make you all locked down. And he goes, Shot Blocks? No, Shot Blocks. Shot Blocks? No, Shot. He goes, what? I go, like this. And he goes, minute I pointed, he looked at my finger because my energy's going that way. And he went like that. I go, no, shot like a gun. He goes, oh, shot like a gun. I go, yeah. Because he thought I was pointing to something over there. Right? And that's my point. If you go into the club and you're like this, pointing out like that, all walking around like this, people will look at you and they'll ping in the direction that you're going. They'll look at what's he looking at? So did I tell you when we go to club, do not be looking around the room? Why? Do you remember?
Yeah, because then people
Louder,
are going to be looking somewhere else.
Because why?
People are going to be looking somewhere else. They're not going to think we're having fun. We're looking for the fun.
Yeah. So if we're here talking between this, they're going to get sucked into it because now, it's not sucked into it. Their energy is going to come into it, and then they're going to come over because you don't have the barrier up. You're not pushing them away. So a lot of times, girls might actually like you, and it's like your energy pings them away, or call it your attention, whatever word works for you, okay? Oh, we use the word energy. I don't use that word. I'm out of here. Your vision is out there. How's that? So it's an unconscious thing. People will look wherever you're looking. You've seen that now, huh?
Yeah.
So if you have what I call internal awareness, you're literally looking inside. Your awareness, really is what I should say, is inside here. And then that allows them to comfortably come into your space.
When we used to go out in the clubs, I remember the first time I went. So we both walked in side by side, but all the girls were looking at you, and I'm kind of going like, I'm with this dude. I mean, what's going on?
They acted like it's almost like they didn't even see you, huh?
Mhm.
It's a horrible feeling. I don't like it. So I don't do that no more. I mean, it doesn't work. Trust me, guys. This whole look at me, I'm cool. Look at a lot of guys will get their hair cut and gel it up and wear jewelry and get all hella and they'll even ping bounce around like this. Hey, what's up? What's up, lady? Talking. Everything's all linear, ting tong ting. The linear makes you ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, and that's irritating as fuck. Have you noticed I just slow it all down, calm down, and then women just.
It's pretty cool.
We're trying to get him to stop doing this. I don't know what his deal is, but he pops out of it sometimes, like at the mall. Remember we got you to pop out?
Mm-hmm.
All right, last example. What exactly, literally happened? The minute you popped out.
Yeah, we did the thing. I got up. I took a couple steps, and this girl on my left and one on my right, they just both, vroom,
Yep.
like they were just glued, and I was like, whoa.
Now you see why women do that.
Yeah.
Because he thought, well, there was something magical about you, Mike. It's not magical. It's just something I've conditioned and learned how to do. So that's all it is. It's kind of funny because you read the Bible, it's all spiritual. It's because you're it's like you're viewing it from the wrong perspective. And that's why I call my course Shifting Perspectives. When you view the world from this, all of a sudden you see things in a bigger way. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
It's like it's in a clearer way. It's not, you're still in the same world. You don't like shift dimensions or nothing, but everything is clearer. You can understand people better. You can read better. You can
Right.
Everything is just like clear, is what it is.
All right. That's it. If we're having a hard time explaining and describing it, this was a how-to video, hands down. I mean, we really broke it down. It was a what and a how-to video. But at this point, you're going to have to take the course if you want to actually learn how to do it. Not, well, I understand. If you're right now, well, I get it. Like, all right, well, I guess you do. Have a good day. It's Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Learn how to shift perspectives and open up and receive what you want out of life. Because that's what it's all about. See you soon.
See you guys.